Oh. We'll wait for some people to come online. What a day. Oh, busy, busy. So, just thought I'd give you all a heads up, quick catch up on this green MX-5 that we've got in the workshop at the moment. The engine is currently there. There's the engine, there's the old gearbox, and the back end is next to me just here. So, we've got that out. You've probably seen on some of the reels and stuff like that that we've dropped the whole entire assembly off the chassis. The body's knackered. We've got another body in the workshop at the moment. Dad's just finishing off welding the roll cage in, and he's actually painting it at the moment. We've got the doors and the wings over there by the wall. Those doors are going on, the wings going on, the wiring loom's hanging up there. That's gonna be going on a pin-out board tomorrow, and I'm going to be stripping all the crap out of it that we don't need in the MX-5. He literally just needs... It's going to be a track car, so it's not going on the road, but he wants it to still have headlights, indicators, brake lights, and heating controls inside as well for looking good. So yeah, so where we're at is the engine and gearbox is out. The gearbox is completely knackered. The rear mount where the turret is for the shift is actually sheared. The whole housing is actually snapped. So person being a little bit heavy-handed, shall we say, going from like second to third and third to fourth. But it's fine. It's an old Mark 1 gearbox that's been took out. We've cleaned the clutch up. We've got plenty of meat left on the XTD clutch. That's a 6-puck paddle clutch with a lightweight flywheel on it. So that's all been cleaned off, stripped down, retorqued, redone. We've got the rear assembly here. We're just waiting for the new PPF to be delivered tomorrow and all the other bits and bobs. We've got a new output shaft seal to go in the back of the box. We've got new bolts for the prop to go on, but everything else is near enough out of the MX-5 now. It's completely and utterly stripped. Brake servos out, clutch servos out, slaves out, wiring looms out. The only thing I've got left to do is take the tank's staying in, but I'm going to take the pump out just for spares and the fuel level sender just to keep on the side as spares. Handbrake assembly's got to come out. We've got new cables and everything in the new shell. But yeah, my Uncle Steve's coming tomorrow to take the windscreen out, because that one's a better windscreen than the other one. The other one's got a big bullseye chip in it. So yeah, so I just thought I'd come on quickly. It's 5:30, we're still going. I'm waiting just for this clutch to dry now and all assembly and everything. Jake's on his way down to clean all the subframes up and get those rust treated, where, especially on the tops where you can't get to, because obviously they sit onto the chassis, they bolt up to the chassis, so you can never get to those. You've got to drop the subframe down to be able to get in, so we might as well get it all wire brushed now and everything. Right, well, yeah, he's in there. So yeah, so diff's coming out next. We've got 2 new drive shafts to go in there. Same again, we're going to strip that down. We're going to replace all the bottom arms. We're going to get all those sandblasted and powder coated. All new bushes to go in. Same on the diff mounts. So we're going to take the diff casing out. We're going to send it to our mate up the road who does aluminium welding, because I haven't got a TIG welder here yet. And he's going to do all the strengthening for the diff casing and housing. And then that's done. 2 new drive shafts in for the rear. Hopefully we're going to change the Fuji diff to a Fuji, or even put a Torsen in, to be honest, get rid of the welded diff. But it's going to be a track drift car. I mean, it's a turbo engine, you know, it's 260 odd horse, 250 odd horsepower. It's only a drift car, track car, so. But yeah, so that's where we are. All right, Wah. All right, Stewie. Yeah, so like I say, we've got front subframe with the engine on there. The new gearbox is here, actually. I'll show you the new gearbox is here. Cleaned it all up now inside, and new clutch release bearing. All new oil. The shifter's in, so that's fine. That's all done. I'm going to get the gearbox back on tonight. And then in the morning, the PPF will be delivered. Then I can put the two halves of the subframes back together, put the new output shaft seal in, put the prop in, bolt it all up, Loctite. And then, yeah, that's it really. We can get it all boxed off. So we are specialising in MX-5s, if you keep an eye on the page. That's one's now sold. Customers coming for that tomorrow. So we've got two more MX-5s coming in this week. We've got an 1800 silver one, keep your eye out for that. And we've got a red 1600 coming in, both MOT'd. Following this build, in other news, what's all that over your face? Looks like you fell asleep on a pack of M&Ms. It's actually, I've been cleaning the gearbox, and it's just a bit of splatter. Just a bit of splatter from cleaning the inside of the gearbox. It's all right. It'll wipe off. Yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. The office is up. It's currently got all of the MX-5 parts on top of it. It's not finished yet. We're waiting for the wiring and all the outside of it to be done. So all the parts are up there for the MX-5 at the moment. The bumper, the wings, rear bumper, seats, harnesses, heater blower, all the other bits and bobs that go inside the car. When's the new YouTube? So fingers crossed, we're going to be doing some filming for the YouTube channel tonight. Hopefully. There'll be a bit of an update, maybe a 5-minute video. We'll do a bit of a catch-up update, same as what I'm doing now on this live. Get my Nova sold. Get it down here, mate, and I'll sell it for you. Get it down here and I'll sell it for you. Not a problem. We'll put it up an affordable price. I've also got a Mark III Golf coming in, road rally car. That's been in hiding for 11 years. Hasn't been out on a road rally in 11 years. That's coming into us hopefully in the next week or two. You'll all know it when you see it. You'll know whose car it is when you see it. It's exactly the same spec as Dude and GTs. That's all the hints I'm going to give you. Exactly the same spec, 2-litre 16 valve, close ratio box, ATB diff. Yeah, so Billy suspension all round. So anyway, I'm going to sign off now. And see you in the morning, Will. Actually, I'll just keep on for another couple of minutes. If people are jumping on, watching or enjoying this, give us a thumbs up in the chat. So yeah, that's where we're at really. We are just literally plodding along. I'm trying to run the garage at the same time as building it, putting infrastructure in. We've got a new door, new electric door going on. We've got new lighting going in soon. The roof's being done. This I-beam's being changed to an electric hoist. So we will have a full span of the workshop gantry, which we've got there. That'll have an electric winch on it for lifting engines out and lifting shells up and stuff like that. We've got another ramp going in. So eventually we're going to have another ramp here once I've tidied up. As soon as this MX-5 chassis is back under its new shell and all the bits are gone and stuff, I'll be able to tidy up that area and sort all that out. Over here, little quick update. I know you're all enjoying this, me walking round. So it's a bit of a mess at the moment because obviously we've got the toilet, new toilet and radiator and everything to go in the office when that's built. This area, so this area here you can see between the office and this lovely Type R under a sheet is going to be our cleaning area. So we will have a industrial parts washer. We will have a industrial heated parts washer for miscellaneous parts. We're also going to have an aqua blaster for blasting parts. We're also going to have a sand blaster. We're also going to have a small powder coating. Look out, Matt Armstrong. Not a chance, mate. I wish. Yeah, so we're going to have a small powder coating booth as well. Probably be able to fit wheels in, maximum size. Maybe do an axle, depending on how big we can get it. And then that'll be That'll be literally the area for that. We are going to reposition, so on top of the office at the moment is parts. As soon as we get the racking, which I've secured, but we need to get it picked up and down here, all the parts, turn that off please, I'm on the live. So as soon as we get all the racking and everything, all those parts can go there. Then the plan of action for upstairs on the office is that's going to be the YouTube area. So we're going to have sofas up there, we're going to have carpets and everything, we're going to have a TV up there, and we're going to have a weekly catch-up. So people will come in, sit on the sofa, we'll do a bit of a live video, we'll do Facebook, we'll do YouTube live, and basically it'll be a catch-up of the week and the forecast for the next week's work that we're doing, and just get some guests in as well, and you know, people that we're working with, people that we're working alongside, people that we're doing stuff for, customers as well. I'm going to try and get some customers to come up and do, you know, if we've done a load of work for them, and they want to be on film, they don't have to be on film, but if they want to, they can. So yeah, that's going to be the YouTube sofa area up the top. Eventually we're going to have a drinks machine in here, you know, drinks fridge. We'll have coffee machine in here as well for when people want to come down in the summer. And hopefully, fingers crossed, if I, you know, make a real success of this, which I can't see any reason why not. Anyone with MX-5s wanting work done, we are going to be specialising in MX-5s. We're going to be specialising in MX-5 conversions as well. So keep an eye out on the YouTube channel, because my Mark II Escort that everyone's seen for the past 12 months, we're actually pulling the crossflow out of that, and it's having an 1800 VVT with a 6-speed box MX-5 engine going in it. It's going to be on a an ME ECU from Motorsport Electronics. It'll have a full proper wiring harness, ECU, and then it'll be mapped. It'll have an English axle on it as well, and then that'll have a limited slip diff in the back. And yeah, just get it really ultra reliable. The other thing we were thinking of doing, actually I'm still thinking of doing, is I'm not putting an English axle on the back of the Escort. I'm going to use a Mazda Bongo. Yes, I'm going to do the auto solos at Rithing Cattle Market. Hopefully the car will be finished for then. I'm going to use a Mazda Bongo back end, because it's the same width as an English, which is a 48.5 inch across, and it's the same splines as an MX-5. So we can use an MX-5 pig head diff to go in the Mazda Bongo back axle, and it's the same splines. I'll send you some real lights. Yep, sound mate, yep, listen, whatever, send me whatever you want to do and I'll give you a quick shout out. So yeah, so Mazda Bongo back axle, it's exactly the same as a Mark II and Mark 2.5 MX-5, so you can use a Type 2 Torsen diff, or we can use a Fuji plated diff, and the half shafts go straight in, and you've got a limited slip diff back end, and Mazda Bongo, it comes on brakes already, discs and calipers instead of drums. So there's a lot to do. We've got to get a custom aluminium radiator made for the, I'm probably going to use a Honda Civic radiator because they're quite narrow and quite good. But anyway, I just thought I'd come on quickly. If anyone's got any questions or anything, feel free. So yeah, MX-5 engine out of this car, which is having a reshell. It's completely and utterly stripped now, completely gone. If anyone wants any cuts or anything, anyone watching, if anyone wants any MX-5 cuts, there's going to be loads of parts left over from this. Like I say, so engine's all done. That's there, clutch is all cleaned up. We've got the back end that we're doing next. Excuse the mess. So back end's there. We're just waiting for the PPF because, I'll show you all quickly. This is why we need a new PPF, because he snapped this one. So yeah, absolutely snapped it, the bottom half off. So there's a new PPF coming tomorrow. Muffin Man, yeah. The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Anyway, just completely and utterly sent me off tandem. That's fucking ADHD for you. Great. So yeah, that's where we're at. Quick catch up. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. Yeah, so Engine's out and split. Gearbox is here, ready to bolt in. Got the bolts there ready to go in. New slave cylinders on. Hydraulic lines. And yeah, if anyone wants any parts or anything, keep an eye out for a bit of a catch up on the YouTube channel tonight. We're going to try and get a full episode on YouTube on Friday. And it'll basically be clips and captions and me waffling crap for probably half an hour about everything that's going on with the business, everything that's going on with this garage. Looking great, mate. Doing well. Slow collection. I've got no snow collection. Wishing you all the best. Thanks, Lee. Awesome, mate. Cheers for that. Yeah, so, like I say, office, I built that. I'm not a builder, but I built it. Washing department is going to be here once all this is tidied up. Remember, aqua blaster, sand blaster, industrial parts washer, heated miniature parts washer as well. We've got another little parts washer to go in. And then hopefully I'm going to have a little lathe or something there and, you know, a pillar drill and some stuff like that, basically, for doing little bits and bobs for these conversions. Like I say, hopefully we are going to be, well, we are specialising in MX-5s and everything to do with MX-5s, whether that's an actual MX-5 or whether that's going to be putting an engine gearbox conversion into a Mark II Escort, a Lada, whatever it is you want to put an MX-5 engine into. We're going to basically know the ins and outs of everything. We're going to master these wiring looms so that if you want to use a full MX-5 loom in an Escort, we can do that for you. They're near enough the same length, to be honest. I was measuring this one when I took it out before. It needs a little bit of unravelling on the back end that goes into the boot. But, yeah, no, I've got a scissor lift, mate. I've got one coming. And I've got the big 2-poster as well. I've got a full height scissor lift at my other workshop, so I'm bringing that down soon. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to sign off. Just thought I'd jump on quickly and give people 15 minutes of my time. And hopefully I'm going to get this gearbox back on now. And we'll get the top of these subframes wire brushed and protected, and then once the PPF's on tomorrow and all bolted back up nicely, there's no reason why the shell, once it's cured, because it's getting painted right now, as soon as that's cured and ready to rock and roll, that'll be going on, and then yeah, wiring loom can go in, and then we can start doing all of the water lines, the brake lines, the fuel lines, and yeah, that's a story for another day. But hopefully I will be finishing shortly, maybe in the next half an hour, 45 an hour, something like that. But if anyone's got any servicing work, we do servicing work. We're not just specialising in that. So anything to do with vehicles, if you want servicing doing, not a problem. Like I say, MX-5s, Fiestas, Targa cars, rally cars, stage cars, not bothered. We've got a conversation with a company about looking after 3 minis this year for the Challenge Series, so that's another conversation that we're having at the moment. That could happen. Also, we are talking to 2 companies at the moment that are doing 2026 MX-5 race championship circuit racing. So there's a couple of lads up here in the northwest that we're talking to look after their cars for them for the season. Maybe also doing like Alton Park and local racetracks spannering for them on events. So yeah, it's all going well. Like I say, if anyone needs any work doing or anything, please drop me a message. Anyone's got any rally cars for sale, like I say, I can't spend £1 million. I don't want 90 grand Escorts. I don't want, you know, I'm a business at the end of the day. I'm trying to run a business. I need to get it in affordable. I need to be able to put a little bit of drink on top for myself. If it doesn't need much work, great, put a drink on. If it needs loads of work, then I've got to put more on. Sat doing nothing, was any use, guess I had a big lift. There is anything you're looking at getting. Yeah, give us a shout, Lee. Give us a shout after this, mate. Send me a PM and I'll drop you a phone call or something and we can have a discuss. So anyway, from me, from Taz Motorsport, watch out for the YouTube video on Friday and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.